Good morning, you guys. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a hot mess this morning. I'm running behind. I just want to pop on here, tell you guys about just a couple of things that you need to be aware of today. And so, guys, so I had this analogy all set up today to kind of explain like the energy of today, because the two things that we have going on that I want you to be aware of before you get started on your day. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be super quick today because I've got to get my butt to work and I am not moving very fast. I'm feeling a little hormonal and tired, and I'm feeling the effects of these two aspects. These are the two that stood out to me today. The first one is that the moon is in opposition to Mars today. Moon is our emotional self. I keep saying this, guys. You're going to get it so that I feel like everybody who's following me kind of understands that. It's how we deal with problems and everything. And it's in opposition to Mars today. Mars is all about aggression and your will, your fight. And so if you have that going on, right, then you're going to be feeling like the barometer in the air is good morning, Bo. That the morning is going to be, or your whole day probably is going to be very, lots of resistance and like hitting a brick wall because of the opposition to Mars. And so the other thing that you have going on though is that you've got Venus is heading through Taurus. Taurus is bull-headed, very, very stubbornness. So that's what today's going to look like, right? So in your relationships, even friendships, because Venus covers our friendships and those love relationships. So if it's heading through Taurus right now, then your love life or close relationships are going to meet also some resistance. My advice during something like this, good morning, Karma. My advice during something like this is that you just be aware. So if you see a storm front coming through, right, you're going to grab your umbrella and you're going to take it with you throughout the day. And today is going to be one of those days where, with all of the opposition, I look at that like a high pressure system that's going to come through. My response to a situation like that most of the time is to just be fully aware of what's going on in my day. That's super works for me, and it works for my husband. It's why we get along so great, simply because that awareness of when you're feeling resistance or you're feeling, it's like PMS, guys. If you've got PMS, girls, you get what I'm saying. But PMS comes around, you're moody, you know it. It's like watching yourself in another room or from the corner and going, what is wrong with me? So a lot of times we're like, I can't even deal with this. I'm going to go take a bath. I'm going to step out of situations. I'm not going to engage. I'm just going to go like, let this pass over me and reset. That is such good advice for this type of energy and opposition today, because it is hard aspects that are coming on with you today. The card that I think about when I do this, and I was talking to Karma this morning, if you guys don't follow her, her name is Karma on Deck, and she was telling me this is like absolutely the Page of Swords card, where you know that there's some opposition coming. So, good morning, Andrew. So guys, when I say that, what I'm saying is just be aware and know that you can set yourself out of the situation. When we were talking this morning, one of those self-care, I call it self-care techniques, is to be able to say, look, I'm not good company. And if you're aware of when you're not good company and you take yourself out, then you're going to just do just fine today. Now, if you keep trying to engage and force things to work, then that's where you run into problems. So just keep that in mind, that today is a couple of really hard aspects. Venus going through Taurus, like it's transiting through that constellation today. So it's going to just have some of that bullheadedness coming in. And then, your moon being in opposition of Mars, which is all of our aggression, and then you add a lot of emotion into that because it's the moon, then you're going to be very, very aggressive and assertive about your emotions, and you're also going to feel the need to pull out away from other people and social engagements, but you're also going to be like short fused, and little things are going to bother you because everything feels like a emotional response. Good morning, Mary Beth. So that emotional response is going to make everything a big deal. And so I'm just saying to you guys, super quick this morning, grab your umbrella, be aware, and make sure that you use this. That's what I use astrology for, is to just be kind of a barometer, because throughout the day, if I go, this is passing, I'm going to see if this passes through. It's just going to be that kind of day. Then that's what you're looking to do. I love you guys. I'm going to head to work before I'm late. I still need some more coffee. I didn't even get my full coffee load in this morning. But I will chat with you guys tonight. Look for me tonight, because I am going to talk about some things that are going on and some coaching topics. And I want you guys to know what's going on and what's coming up in the next month for me and for my partner Karma and us together, and it's super exciting stuff. So anyway, love you guys. Go check me out on YouTube too, guys, if you want to watch the replay. It's Magic and Moxie Practical Astrology over on YouTube, and I will see you over there.